biblical beliefs and worldview. Let's talk about that for just a second.
Yeah. So this is kind of their core beliefs, and man, we could probably we listed five. We could probably list a gazillion
Yeah.
more. Our kids are getting hit pretty hard in our culture today, and we can all probably think of some pretty significant areas, and some of the key social issues of our day, as well as some of the core doctrines of Scripture, and how are we teaching those things? One of my oldest daughter's 10, and so when our kids hit about that fifth grade age range, one of the things that we do is we do two things in this category. We take them through Kevin Swanson's book, What Does the Bible Say About That? Really good on worldview, kind of nine or 10 different areas there. And then two, we start working on biblical womanhood or biblical manhood. So my wife is taking our 10-year-old daughter through 8 Great Dates by Dana Gresh. She does that with some other moms. And it's not so much the resource, but it's the conversations, it's the heart connections, it's the time together, and given really our daughter a vision for what God created a woman to be and how she can grow into that. And so that's just been part of our rhythm with our kids at that age range. And we'll do that. We've got 2 after her, so we'll do that with those as they get older as well.
Yeah. I like that you talk about that, because I think as we have a roadmap, as we have a plan and goals for our kids individually, it really does make it much easier. You've got 5 kids, and so that's a lot of kids to juggle. And I think it would be easy for parents to say, I don't have time to meet the needs of each individual child, right? But when you plan it, and not that your plan can't be flexible, but when you plan it out and you say, okay, when they turn 10, somewhere in that 10th year, we're going to focus on this, maybe take them away for a night, maybe just take them out for coffee, or whatever it is, but being intentional about what you're going to teach them through that year of their life, I think takes so much of the weight and the pressure off of us as parents, feeling like, wow, I didn't get to that. When am I going to get to that? What is it that I'm supposed to be doing this year? But when we have a plan, then we know what we're supposed to do that year. And one thing I want to say real quickly, do you recommend having a book for each child? Because it's a workbook. It's not just a book that you read. Actually, there's not a ton of reading in it. I mean, there's a good amount of reading, but it's also a workbook. So do you recommend having a workbook for each child?
Yeah, so we created it as a keepsake so that if a parent wants to, they can record milestones and memories and then give it to a child as that child is older, and really becomes an encouragement to that child, really how God worked in their life through their years, and that becomes a special piece for them then.